What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Brad with Display Fitness, and I'm in the garage training. Today is December 19th. Just got back from some traveling. I was out in Oklahoma for a little while. Now I'm back in the home station, as it were, as you can see. I have my friend and camera lady. That's Miss Nat over there. She oftentimes helps me out with spots and things like that, and yeah. So we are hanging out here in the garage for all my British friends. But yeah, we're hanging out here and we're doing some training. I'm doing some squats. Truth be told, I was kind of super behind on my training schedule for last week, basically the tail end of this week rather. I just didn't really feel like travel or training, especially with the travel and, you know, laundry, and, you know, there were excuses, but there's also a good reason for me to kind of take a knee, because I haven't really taken a knee and just like dialed back in some time. So that was kind of like a more of a functional break for me to just kind of take it easy at the tail end of the week here, reset, and that way, you know, rolling into next week, hopefully we can kind of get some traction going. Have the looming threat of the virus kind of hanging over my head, because a few people that I know and am close to have had COVID. So like, I mean, we're talking like, you know, like 2 degrees of separation essentially. So I'm not sure how things will be in the coming weeks, if it'll reach out and touch me or not, or, you know, if we've dodged the bullet or whatever. So I know that has the potential to kind of throw things off. So again, kind of more reason to just kind of take it easy for right now and just kind of see how things unfold. More to follow on that, obviously. But to get kind of down to the point in brass tacks here, I am just kind of fiddling around and just kind of having some fun with weight. You know, I had been working with threes, you know, up and over 600 pounds, like a 325, I think is the heavy, or I'm sorry, 625 is the heaviest that I got up to. I don't plan on pushing that for this week, or maybe even next week. Just kind of slowly wade back in after taking the tail end of the week off, essentially. But I'm just gonna kind of play with some weight today and see how it feels, and then I'm gonna dial back and I'm gonna play with my Recover Fun, my blood flow restriction cuffs, because they reached out to me via Instagram and asked if I would be willing to test their products, and I am. And so I think that fits perfectly into what I'm doing. I am going to get a little bit of weight on my back, just to feel something heavy. I'm gonna dial it back to something much more manageable, like, you know, 235 or something like that. And I'll throw on the blood flow restriction cuffs and do some occlusion training and just see how that goes. So I'm gonna be testing the cuffs and function, and, you know, how they work, and then how they feel, and just kind of do a whole review on them in the coming weeks. So today will be my first opportunity to throw these bad boys on and give it a whirl. So already kind of a lengthy introduction. I hope that you guys are still hanging with me. We're gonna get a little bit of work in, and yeah, it'll be good. And we'll see you on the back side. If you like this one, give it a thumbs up. All right, here we go. All right, that's it. That's the video. That's the workout, right? So really nothing too crazy. You know, after having taken a few days off the tail end of the week, come in, and initially I had thought about trying to get like everything done. A little squat, a little bench, a little dead. But then I just figured, why push it, right? There's no need for me to do that right now. There's no meat, there's no impetus. So I can just take my time and have a little bit of fun. So it's probably just sufficient that I got in here and got a little something done. I worked up to a 505 for 2 sets of triples, just to feel a little bit extra weight on my back. And that second set felt a lot better than the first set, which was great. And I feel like the weight moved really well. I had strained my calf several weeks ago, and it seems to have healed up pretty good and is holding, so no pain there. That's really cool. And then wanted to back down and work with my my Recover Fund, the blood flow restriction cuffs that they had sent out to me. So a full kind of workup and review is going to be in the works. But having been the very first session, very first time, you know, putting these on, I gotta say that I really like them, right? Like, I think they're good, they make sense, they're easy to put on, they're easy to take off, you know, they're easy to like kind of wrap up, so they're just like that. I'm already wrapped up to kind of put it back away. So even for the size that I am, I'll have to figure out what my thigh measurement is just to give you guys like the distance, and I'll end up measuring this out to tell you how long this thing is. But if for even as big as my thighs are, you know, this went on, it stayed put, it wasn't moving, it wasn't popping. You know, sometimes you can hear, because it's a Velcro mechanism that holds it on, sometimes you can hear that Velcro giving. So very sturdy, and that was cool. So I heard no popping or giving with the Velcro. So super cool there. The sphygmometer was really easy to attach and detach, really easy to pump up. So I did 3 sets of 10 with 235 on the backside of my heavier work. The first time, I think I went up to like 160 or so, if I remember. And then the second set, I jumped up to 240. And then the last set, I jumped up to 300. So, you know, more pressure each time. That first set was just too loose. That second set, still, I think it was a little bit too loose. And that third set was just about right. So I'll have to continue to play with this through the weeks and things like that to see, you know, how this holds up just as a product, if it's sturdy, if it starts to break, you know, if this attachment point, like I'm gonna do that whole workout to see what I think about how sturdy and reliable this product is. But first time use, I'm really pleased. The only 2 things that I could say that are kind of lessons learned from using this today is, 1, be, you know, cautious or considerate about where the sphygmometer plug goes, because on this right leg I had it kind of in my groin, so in the depth of the squat it was digging in a little bit. And then the only other thing that I can say is you're probably not going to be able to see this on camera, but with these mesh shorts, you know, that Velcro here, it was grabbing and kind of fraying it. So certainly over repeated use, you know, time and time again, this fraying is just gonna get worse and worse, right? So this Velcro that's on the backside here is certainly fine enough to grab, you know, shorts and things like that. So I think next time I'll just put it under my shorts, but I wanted the camera to be able to see that I had them on. So I won't put these on over my shorts anymore, so that I don't damage my shorts. But I don't think that is anything other than just a small accommodation that I make, right? I only had it on the outside just for viewing purposes so you can see that I had them on. Anyway, first use, really excited about these. These are really cool, super easy to use, right? It doesn't take long to set up and put on. So ease of use is super awesome, and I'm really excited about that. Inflate, deflate really quickly, super cool. So really looking forward to being able to do more work with this and having more robust review, and then be able to tell you how this holds up over several weeks of some use too. So looking forward to that. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave in the chat box below. I will respond. I appreciate you guys continuing to support me in the channel with everything that you do. Like, share, subs, all that. And then also, you know, being able to have opportunities like this from Recover Fund. You know, stuff like this is really cool, and I hope to do more of it. So if there's other products and things like that, you know, someone might want my opinion on, I would love to give it. That's it, guys. Remember, no matter what it is you think you can't do, try different things to see how it affects your workouts. You're never gonna know unless you get in and train despite. You're either gonna find an excuse, you're gonna find a way, and I hope that you guys continue to find the way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Ooh.